If you would like to get this month's crystal reading for your sign for download and purchase, please click on the Vimeo link below this video in the Show More section, or visit my website, theluckymermaid.com, and the links for these videos are posted on the most recent video page. Please be sure to check out my other psychic readings for each zodiac sign I have available there as well. Thank you so much. Wish you many blessings and peace.
Hi Aquarius, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for October 2016. This month I'm using the Robin Wood Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Ascendant, and Aquarius Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Aquarius, now on to your reading of October 2016. First card you have that shows up here today, Aquarius, is the Five of Rods. And the Five of Rods, or the Five of Wands, is a card to me that symbolizes struggle. This could be an internal struggle going on inside of you. It could be a struggle with coworkers, family members, groups or organizations you belong to, any kind of struggle. I'm feeling like you're kind of at cross purposes with yourself. I feel that there's been some things that you've been wanting to get into a certain order or certain alignment, but now maybe your wants, wishes, and desires are changing. You may have gone through some changes of what you thought you wanted to see happen. And I do feel that it's important for you to become really consciously aware of what thoughts you're putting out there, Aquarius, because thoughts do become things. Some people may dispute that. That does sound like the law of attraction to many of you, but that's one of the biggest lessons that humans need to learn on this planet, is that we are all creators, and we create with our thoughts, with our negative thoughts and our positive thoughts. So this is coming up here for you, Aquarians. I do feel some of the things that are going to help you in this month of October is to organize your thoughts, organize what you want to do, what goals you want to achieve. Organize your paperwork. Organize your living space in your home. A lot of mental and all types of organization comes up as being necessary for you in the month of October. Anybody that's been putting your head on the chopping block, or had negative things to say to you, about you, you're going to be done with them. I really do feel you may cut them out of your life. If they're at a job situation, you may leave that position. One way or another, I just get many of you Aquarians are going to be like, I'm done with this. I'm not listening to this anymore. I'm not putting myself through this anymore, and cutting people out that are doing that to you. I do feel that some of you Aquarians may be looking back in the month of October on mistakes that have been made in the past, mainly by you or possibly others, but I get you like smoothing them over. I see you smoothing over any mistakes, trying to rectify or smooth over any mistakes from the past. That comes up here with the Five of Rods card. So your next card you have here today, Aquarius, for October 2016, this could be you. You have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is usually an air sign male or it could be a female. This would either be an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. I do feel that you're starting to charge forward with some kind of plans of action. You're taking action steps in some way. I see you getting all your ducks in a row and getting some kind of either business plan, business project of any kind, or a new enterprise up and off the ground and getting it going. I'm seeing you working it out, figuring it out, and then launching it. I wouldn't be surprised if any of you Aquarians had been thinking of starting your own business, that you would be launching it in this October 2016, or any new facets to your business, any new things that you want to incorporate. Some of you are going to be leading the charge in some way. You may feel like you're driven to take some kind of legal action or start some kind of legal battle. Some of you may be coming up with that kind of energy here in October. You've got like all this strength and all the power within you to create the things that you want. I do feel that you're making, many of you are going to be making any efforts you can to move something forward. If you've been single and you haven't, connected with anybody, you may decide, I'm getting out there in the dating world. I want to meet somebody. Some of you, it could be something like that. If you're already coupled with somebody, Aquarius, maybe you're going to say, you know what, this relationship has been humming along. I'm going to make a commitment. I'm going to drive this relationship forward. Or if you've been unhappy with the relationship, maybe you're going to sever that. Maybe that's one of the relationships that came up here that you may sever, with the Five of Rods came up. Maybe you're going to make some action steps to sever a relationship or make a commitment stronger. But I do see you can't get away from it, Aquarius. I feel like you're driving something forward in October. I feel that some of you may also be releasing something to the public or to the world in October. So if you've written a book, maybe it's going to become published, or you're going to self-publish it in October, or some video you want to make, or some screenplay that you've written. I just get you unleashing something, some kind of project or creativity or inspiration or knowledge or teachings to the world in October. I also see you making some kind of new commitment to something in October, maybe you're starting your own YouTube channel, or maybe you are going to commit to some daily ritual of meditation or health regime. It could be making the commitment to a relationship. As I said, there's some big commitments, maybe multiple commitments, Aquarius, that you're going to be making in this month of October of 2016. So on to the next card. The next card you have that shows up is Ace of Cups. Now, Ace of Cups, this usually symbolizes to me a new love relationship coming in, or it could be God giving you the abundance, the holy grail of love coming to you from maybe multiple sources. Love coming at you, it can also mean that. I feel many of you Aquarians are reinventing yourself. You're reinventing yourself into an image that you want people to see, you want people to notice, you want people to respect. It could be because maybe new love is coming to you. That may be another reason you could be reinventing yourself. I see you thinking, many of you Aquarians thinking, I've done everything that I know in my power to do. I cannot, you maybe have felt stuck in trying to create something or make something happen for yourself. So I feel some of you, or maybe many of you, are throwing your hands up to the divine source and saying, I'm giving it up to you, because it's the universe. It's up to you and the universe when you're going to bring me, this energy or this thing that I want or whatever. And I feel like that actually opens the gateway for something to come to you, that like a cherished goal, wish, or dream, I feel, for many of you Aquarians, is going to be actualized or starting to be actualized in October. Many of you are going to be bursting forth with ideas and bursting forth with information in October. Many of you may find somebody that's quite true blue comes into your life and is hugely important to you. Could be a lover, love relationship, new spouse coming in. Could be any one of those things. This could be like a relationship of a lifetime. There's karma attached here. There's past life recognition attached here. Don't be surprised if you enter some room and somebody says to you, do you know what time it is? Or do you know something? They're going to ask you something. That could be the person. I feel it's as simple as you walking into a room. For some of you Aquarians, so that's good news for many of you. I hope that happens. I do feel, if you're already coupled, that love is maturing for you. You have someone that's going to be showing you appreciation and love. This, first and foremost, feels to me in a romantic sense. But it could be love coming to you from, your family, your children, your siblings, your parents. It could be any kind of love coming to you, but it really comes up quite strongly for many of you as romantic love in October. So that's interesting. Now on to the fourth card in your reading, and here you have the Six of Swords, which is a card to me that can symbolize moving your residence. It could also be moving away from negative things, moving towards something better. It can also indicate that. It could also be showing travel, long distance travel, or travel coming to you. You're now being guided and led in the path or in a direction that your spirit guides and your unseen, spiritual counsel or guidance wants you to go. You've done all the prep work. I feel like you've done a lot of the prep work and things you need to do, and now it's really time for you to set sail. You may be doing some big kind of changes in your living situation, or some either you're moving or changing your living situation by giving it some kind of overhaul. But I do not see that happening for many of you Aquarians until you hit February. Now, many of you, that's your birthday month. So your birth month may, for some of you Aquarians, may hold a lot of changes for you in your living situation. As I said, moving or changing the structure of where you live. I see many of you Aquarians, or some of you anyway, making a big commitment to something, and this big commitment pays you big dividends. This is either through something you're investing in, a business you're starting, something that you're making a commitment to I feel in October, but it could be a little later for some of you, it really paying off for you in big dividends. I feel that you have something inside of you that you want to communicate to others quite earnestly. And this earnest feeling of wanting to communicate is motivating you and driving you forward. Some of you, it's to tell your own story. Some of you, this could be put into text, into writing, or in a screenplay for a movie or a play of some sort. I mean, I get this drive in you to suddenly want to burst forward and tell your story. I do feel that's strong for some of you Aquarians in October. Some of you have had too many people that have held you back, pinned you down, held you down, kept you from what you needed to do. And I feel like they were actually put there, either karmically or whatever way you want to look at it, to almost create delays and stumbling blocks. You know, I do believe there is forces of darkness and forces of light, and darkness does like to keep the light out. That's what they strive to do, but the light prevails. So I feel that many of you Aquarians have had some struggles with forces, whether they've been seen in the physical world, people in your life and people you've known, or even in the unseen world, that have sought to waylay you from your purpose, to derail you from your path, to set stumbling blocks in your way. And I feel that you've conquered them, or you've gotten past them, because you've got a lot of drive and motion moving forward. However, the next card you have here could indicate something otherwise, but that is what I feel through your reading today. But the last card you have here, Aquarius, you have 8 of Swords. Now, 8 of Swords, this is being trapped. It's either being trapped in an emotional prison, or it could be being trapped in a circumstance or situation. And there could be unknown things here. There's like, you don't know the whole picture or the whole story. This is showing me that you have to take a leap of faith. You have to make some kind of decision blind, without knowing the consequences or the outcome. Maybe the answers aren't forthcoming that you may feel like you need to know before you make some kind of a decision. But I feel you're being put in a position where you have to have some kind of faith or make some decision blind about something. You're going to be illuminated. The path before you is going to be lit up. You are going to know which way to go and the direction to go. I do feel you are going to be getting some kind of guidance, but I feel you may be put in a position of having to make some kind of decision that you don't feel totally comfortable about, because you may not know all the ins and outs. I also see you looking at things like, I've been held back by things too long, and now I have to take things apart one thing at a time. And I feel that you may be dismantling things in your house or in your life. You may be going through things and you're like, you know what? I have to get rid of these things one thing at a time. Or I need to restructure things and dismantle old habits, patterns, ways of doing things, and tackle these issues one thing at a time. That's what comes up here also through this 8 of Swords card for you for October. Sometimes in your past, Aquarius, you've held your own self down and your own self back because you didn't have enough faith in you and your own abilities or your own talents or your own gifts. So I see you've actually held yourself back in the past. I know this sounds weird that they keep bringing this up, but they've said it twice, the guides have mentioned it twice, that if you do feel hemmed in, held down, pinned back from any goals or any things that you've been trying to set forth and move forward and get going and get doing, which I feel like is the predominating theme of your reading for October, I get February will be the month that things open up and burst forward for you. So if you don't see it in October and you get this trapped feeling for whatever the reason, you will get beyond it and past it, and the floodgates will open once you get into the beginning of 2017. Mainly the end of the month of January and well into February, if you don't have the releasing of this driving forward motion that's really coming up strongly here in this reading for October. I do feel that many of you are going to be letting people know more about yourself. I feel in general in the month of October you will be revealing more about your personal story or revealing about yourself or personal information. Maybe you have to release information to the government or to get to the banks to get a loan or a mortgage, or you have to release information for, something that you are doing with work or job related or your business. It's somehow in October you're going to be releasing information about yourself, whether it's personal on a social level or whether it's in a more structured sense. So I hope this reading was of help to you. I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. And please be sure to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I post my monthly Psychic Tarot readings and my mid-month Psychic Tarot updates and any other videos I decide to post here on YouTube. If you would like to get a expanded version of what came up here when I look into my crystal and see what messages my spirit guides have for you, you can get these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below in the Show More section beneath this video, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for October 2016 crystal reading for download and purchase. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, clicking on the videos tab on my menu and going to page 7, and there you will see October 2016 crystal readings, and you just click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I hope you have an outstanding month of October, Aquarius, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.